Hey guys, today's video is on this fun, colorful eye look. I asked you guys on my Instagram whether you guys would like to see a colorful look as my next look or neutral, and colorful won by quite a bit. So here it is. I am obsessed with this eye look. It's got a little bit of everything, so it's really, really fun, but it's pretty easy to do. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, I am starting off with the shade Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. This is just a light peachy shade, and I am taking this on my Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to be applying this in the upper crease area as my transition shade, just for everything to blend into that. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions to blend that into the upper crease area. Now going in with the shade Curfew from Makeup Geek. This is a nice kind of mid-tone purple. It's not too cool and it's not too warm, and I'm using a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to start by packing this on the outer half of the eye and then blending it into the crease. So I'm using patting motions on the outer half and then sweeping motions to bring it into the inner half, or the outer half of the crease with that Morphe M433 brush, and I use windshield wiper motions to blend that on the outer half of the crease as well. And I'm just repeating those exact same steps on the other side of packing on that purple on the outer half of the eye and then blending it into the crease on the outer half of the eye using windshield wiper motions. Now to intensify that purple, I am going in with the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette, and I am taking the shade Pageant Queen on that exact same brush, and I'm going to be doing those exact same motions of packing it on the outer half of the eye and then blending it into the crease on the outer half of the eye. I just want to make that purple a little bit more vibrant than it was, but I like laying down that base of the other purple down first because it gives it some really nice depth. Now I'm taking the shade Mowtown from Makeup Geek, and I am using a Makeup Geek small crease brush to lightly drag this on the outer line of the eye. I'm using it in right up against the lashes on that outer half and then slightly on that outer V of the eye, just to lightly deepen it up, but I do not bring this too high because I don't really want this to go in the crease. I just want it on that lower smudgy area of the eye, and then I will blend that up into the lighter purples with that Morphe M433 brush. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Kai Kai from the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette, and I'm using that same Morphe M433 brush. I just wiped off the purple, and I'm going to be putting this right on the center of the eyelid, keeping my brush real flat on the eye and just smudging that purple out with this. And again, only coming into about the inner 1/3 of the eye. I don't want it to come all the way in on the lid. So just on the center of the lid, and then I will work that into the crease as well. Now going back into the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette, I'm using the shade Legendary on a Morphe M421 brush, and I'm packing this on the inner 1/3 of the eye. And then just blending that into that pink that's on the center. Then I'm grabbing that Morphe M433 brush with just a little bit of product left over and just blending out that line so that it's nice and seamless from the gold to the pink. Alright, now I'm going in with the Merle Norman Foundation Primer Plus SPF 15, and I'm going to just rub that all over my face to prime for foundation. And I also did apply my lashes off camera. These are the Velour Strip Down Lashes. Then I'm going in with the Smashbox 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, and I'm applying that with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Now using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I'm going to apply this on my under eyes to conceal out any darkness. And then I'm using my Real Techniques sponge to blend that out. Now using my RCMA No Color Powder, I am just going to set that concealer, and I'm using my Real Techniques sponge as well to set that down. Now using my Merle Norman Ultra Powder Foundation, I'm going to use that exact same sponge and set the rest of my face. Now I'm using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm using this on a Morphe M405 brush, and I am just bronzing up the skin. Now using the Tarte blush in the shade Seduce, and I'm going to be applying this with my Merle Norman blush brush. Now using Becca Champagne Pop, I'm going to be applying that with my Morphe M510 brush, and applying this just to the tops of the cheeks, and then a little bit to the Cupid's bow as well. Going back to the eyes, I am using Makeup Geek Mowtown again, and I am putting that on the outer half of the lower lash line with a Makeup Geek small crease brush. Now going in with the shade Fishy from the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette, and I'm going to be putting this on with a Makeup Geek pencil brush, and I'm going to be putting this all over the entire lower lash line, and I pack it on first, and then I will use windshield wiper motions to blend that out, because I found that that's how I get the best color payoff with this shade, is to pack it on first and then blend it. Then I'm going back in with that Mowtown shade. I felt like I lost some of this when I put the blue on the lower lash line, so I'm just refreshing that because I really want you to be able to see that dark purple on the outer bit of the lower lash line as well. Now going in with the shade Pixie Dust. This is again from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to be using that same pencil brush from Makeup Geek. I just wiped off the product, and I'm putting that on the inner corner and then blending that into the gold that's on the lid as well as the blue that's on the lower lash line. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye!